स्पेकुलेट नहीं करना चाहूँगा कि इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग ऑफिसर किससे बात करेगा।
Saying that they were the one who instigated the crowd and also that the SDM prevented the postmortem from happening. So the reports are very similar. The fire as well as the report that has been given to MHA. Both reports have been made for the...
You see, this sort of comparative analysis I will not like to make at this juncture. For me, important is that investigation must be done speedily, on merit, to ensure that we reach the bottom of the truth.
रिपोर्ट में क्या है? लीडर्स ने कभी ऐसा लगा कि काम में बाधा डाली हो इन्वेस्टिगेशन ऑफिसर्स के एट द टाइम ऑफ सुसाइड जब उसे उतारने जा रहे थे या फिर उसके बाद, क्योंकि ये कहीं ऐसा लगा है पुलिस को इन्वेस्टिगेशन में?
देखिए, मैं इस समय कोई भी जजमेंट या कोई इस प्रकार की बात नहीं करना चाहूँगा। जैसे ही हमारी इन्वेस्टिगेशन कंप्लीट होगी तो सारे फैक्ट्स आपके सामने आ जाएंगे।
पीएम रिपोर्ट मिल चुकी है, पीएम रिपोर्ट में मौत का कारण क्या है पीएम रिपोर्ट में बता देंगे?
देखिए, ऐसा है कि पोस्टमार्टम रिपोर्ट के जो अभी का संज्ञान इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग ऑफिसर ने लिया हुआ है, जैसे ही वो कुछ मुझे प्रिलिमिनरी कंक्लूजन बताएंगे तो मैं आपके साथ में शेयर कर लूँगा।
सर, एनएचआरसी का नोटिस आया उसके बारे में?
सर, एक खबर आ रही है कि क्राइम ब्रांच 8 लोग
सुसाइड करता है तो कई बार उसमें कोलैटरल इंजरीज होती हैं। जैसे कि आदमी पेड़ पे चढ़ रहा है तो पेड़ पे जब आदमी चढ़ता है तो उसमें रगड़ लग जाती है, और जब आप गले में फंदा डाल रहे होते हैं उस समय भी कई बार रगड़ लग जाती है। तो अगर इस प्रकार की कोई इंजरीज हैं तो वो नेचुरल कोर्स में आती है। देखिए, ऐसा है कि जब ये मेडिकल बोर्ड जो डॉक्टर होता है, जो पोस्टमार्टम करता है, फोरेंसिक एक्सपर्ट, ये उसका डिस्क्रिप्शन होता है और साथ में इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग ऑफिसर का डिस्क्रिप्शन होता है।
एनएचआरसी का नोटिस क्या बता दीजिए? कल एनएचआरसी का नोटिस मिला दिल्ली पुलिस को, बता दीजिए।
जो उसमें जो भी आवश्यक होगा वो जवाब दिया जाएगा।
All right, let's go across to Priyank Tripathi, who broke the story for us, and also Pratyush Dubey. First to you, Priyank. Delhi Police Commissioner, of course, keeping his cards close to his chest as far as he can. But there are some tough questions that are raised by the preliminary report sent to the MHA. It does, in fact, to some extent, point the finger towards the Aam Aadmi Party top brass.
Yeah, certainly, yeah. See the initial report. This was sent to
All right, Priyank, please hold on. There seems to be an audio glitch there. We'll try and rectify it. In the meantime, let's also go across to my colleague Pratyush, who's joined us. Pratyush, this particular preliminary report sent to the MHA clearly points the finger at the Aam Aadmi Party top brass. Two damning charges. One, that the SDM tried to delay the post-mortem, and two, that they were asked to shift the venue, but they refused.
Well, you know, there are in fact 4 charges, Arthur. I'm going to detail all of those because, you know, I'm holding up that letter in my hand, but some breaking news coming in. What we're learning from our sources is that the Delhi government has reacted on this. The Delhi government is saying that some of these claims are laughable, that there should be no questions raised over the SDM's presence, that the Delhi police, whatever they're doing is simply a motivated act. But, you know, coming back to the letter that I'm holding up in hand, this letter comes from the Office of the Joint Commissioner of Police, and the details of these letter are very telling, Arthur. First of all, the letter says that permission was denied to them initially because they were told that the number of people that will turn up at Jantar Mantar, you know, exceeded the capacity of Jantar Mantar, and should any eventuality such as this occur, then you know, emergency services would not have free access to enter Jantar Mantar and exit from there. This is exactly what happened. They claim that they were pressured into doing this. However, adequate security preparations were made despite raising all these red flags. But listen, and I'm going to read out from the letter, Arthur, so that we know exactly what we're talking about and what the police means, and there's no ambiguity in this. The Aam Aadmi Party leaders were delivering provocative speeches when the police appealed to the Aam Aadmi Party leader and the cadre to calm down, to allow this young man to come down, Gajendra, who was atop a tree. They continued with the provocative speeches. They continued to clap and instigate him. Later on, when the questions were raised as to, why the police didn't act, the police replies, trained personnel are the only people who are allowed to act in this case, because when you're ascending a tree, when you're going up a tree, you could inadvertently put pressure on a branch that could cause that, the person on that branch to lose balance. Perhaps this is what the report hints at is what happened. Gajendra loses balance. Now, they are not clarifying whether it was deliberate or whether he jumped off, but they say that he loses balance. This was after some volunteers tried to scramble up the tree. They were untrained. The police appealed to them not to help. And look at this. And, this is what will send shivers up your body, because they say that the AAP volunteers, despite the police protestations, continued to try and untie him and sever him from the tree. Consequently, when he fell, he lost balance, his lower body lost balance with a part of the tree, and his limb body hit the floor. There was nothing to, perhaps dampen that effect of his body falling, and his body hit the floor.
Right, okay, we'll have to wait and watch the post-mortem really, which says perhaps, or does it say at all, whether it died of strangulation. We'll have to pinpoint that cause. Stay with us, Pratyush. Also with us, Priyank Tripathi, who broke this story for us. Priyank, the police commissioner keeping his cards close to his chest, but the preliminary report really, I wouldn't say indicting the Aam Aadmi Party, but clearly pointing some fingers towards AAP top brass.
Certainly. See, if you look at the point-to-point detail of this particular letter which was sent to the Ministry of Home Affairs, point number one, Aam Aadmi Party was told to change the venue because the local intelligence unit of Delhi police was suggesting that the crowd would be around 10 to 12,000, although the permission was only for 5,000 people. Point number two, the AAP volunteers and supporters kept on giving provocative statement in front of Gajendra. They kept on clapping, they kept on provocating him so that he should go and commit extreme step when Gajendra was threatening that he will commit suicide when he climbed the tree. Point number 5, which is very important, Arthur, that why isn't so that the volunteers kept waited for the Delhi Police rescue team, because a call was made to the Delhi Police control room to send a fire brigade van so that the Delhi Police personnel or fire brigade personnel could have climbed the tree and his body could have been brought safely. But instead of that, the Aam Aadmi Party supporters who were there climbed the tree. They dragged body of Gajendra, which is clearly visible in the visuals which we have shot, and his body fell after the body was totally disbalanced from the branch of that particular tree. So these 6 points clearly prove the negligence from the part of Aam Aadmi Party supporters who were present at that spot. But what was the duty of the Aam Aadmi Party senior leadership?
All right, Priyank, hold on. We're getting more voices on the story. Please stay on with us. RP Singh also joins us, BJP spokesperson. Mr. Singh, the police initial report to the MHA, of course, clearly suggests the AAP did not shift the venue when asked to. The STM tried to delay the post-mortem, and also that AAP volunteers tried to incite and provoke Gajendra Singh. Now, this is very damning news coming in from the Aam Aadmi Party, which expectedly is saying it's all rubbish.
What else do you expect from Mr. Kejriwal's party? I mean, I don't expect anything more than this. But was it rubbish that the day it was happening, he was just 30 yards away from where it happened, and he had to just take 30 steps and go and appeal to that man, please come down, to Gajendra Singh, and request him, please come down and keep this in the city. I'm asking you to come down and talk to me and have a dialogue with me. So, I mean, they can do whatever they want to do, but the facts can't be altered. Fact is fact.
Would you also say the police initial report, even though the police says it's an initial report and what we should go by is the FIR, but even the FIR said that people there tried to incite him, tried to provoke him, and the entire Aam Aadmi Party top brass did nothing to make sure he got down. The police report, Mr. Singh, also suggests that the AAP volunteers who climbed the tree, perhaps unwittingly or wittingly, were the cause of his death by losing balance.
See, I can't comment on the police report right now because it's still in the inquiry and still, I mean,
All right, RP Singh, we seem to have lost that connection with RP Singh there. We'll try and reconnect with Mr. Singh in just a moment. Pratyush Dubey was telling us just a moment ago the salient features really of that report that we've accessed. Priyank Tripathi, of course, doing that for us. Pratyush, some damning claims there. It does put the Aam Aadmi Party in a very tight spot. The Aam Aadmi Party, like you said, has come out and said these are laughable charges, but it won't be as laughable when they're asked, if the top brass is asked to come in for questioning, as there were all witnesses there.
Well, absolutely. And you know, Arthur, I just want to go back and reiterate on certain key aspects of this letter that NewsX has managed to access, and you know why this is so embarrassing for the Aam Aadmi Party. The last page of the letter that also indicates that the police are not sending anything to the SDM, as was demanded by the Delhi government earlier, to be kept in loop about this probe. You know, look at the number of people that the letter has been addressed to. Lieutenant Governor is one of them, but not the Chief Minister, not the SDM. And look at this paragraph, and this paragraph is very telling in what it says. I'm just going to read this out. It says that you know, the SDM of Chanakya Puri visited the police station, and he claimed that he had been authorized by the government of